Hello students, now we are going to see the next part of wildlife conservation and management. Okay. Previous lecture we have seen the what actually the types of the wildlife and its management, how they are protected and what are the areas where they are living, means their habitat, and which type of the technology we use to just track them and to just find out how much the number they have within their protected area or that particular habitat. Okay, now we are going to learn about the threats to wildlife. Threat, it is nothing but the why all these wildlife animals, their number, they have been going to a decline. Okay, within these we are going to learn about there are several things those are responsible for the decline the number of wildlife. First is nothing but the poaching and the hunting. Poaching and the hunting is nothing but the illegal hunting or the killing by the peoples those want the money from that organisms. Actually they hunt the animals within their protected area and they sell their body or the various types of the organs in grey market. So poaching and hunting, it is responsible for the decline of the number of the wildlife animals. Second is the deforestation, encroachment. Deforestation is nothing but the due to the urbanization. Okay, land is now become the very important for the upbuildation of the human population. So for that purpose the forest area will be cut down and the human development is going on there. Okay, so it is about the deforestation, encroachment, then the competition. Competition is the two types, intraspecific and the interspecific. Suppose the competition within the species, it is known as the intra species competition, and suppose the competition within the two species, they are known as the interspecies competition. Okay, due to the overgrazing and the climate changes, these are the fact which is actually threatened to the wildlife. The diseases, there are the two types of the disease actually, the zoonosis and the reverse zoonosis. Okay, from the animal to animal or the human to the animal or the animal to human, these are the two types of the diseases spread, and due to that the number of wildlife animal will be going to be declined. Then the human animal conflicts, this is the area where we actually the human being, okay, we encroach within the wildlife area or the habitat, and due to that though animal those are living over there, they are coming toward the area where the residency or the human urbanization is there, and due to that, okay, these conflicts began. When you just see the picture, these are the very horrible pictures. When you just see here, there are several such animals or the rhinoceros, they were, okay, hunted by these such type of the, okay, for only for their horns, and these horns sell out in the market, and due to that poaching or the due to that hunting, the number of these wildlife animals, okay, become less. And these are the some pictures. This is the special picture actually. This is the ivory or the human sorry the elephants, okay, tooths, and this is the next is the deforestation or the encroachment. When you just see over here, this picture is showing that the forest is has been cut down, okay, with the machines for the urbanization or certain some other things. This is the competition in between the intraspecies and the interspecies. They fight. Why they are fight? Because they want to live over there and they want to survive over there. But due to the limited habitat, limited food resources are there, and so that they fight with each other. Next, this is a diseases. I have previously told about this, the zoonosis and the reverse zoonosis. Means suppose the vector, means this is a fly or any other organism, they spread it actually have nothing but the vector or the carrier. They have a specific type of the suppose there is a bacteria or suppose there is a viruses inside of this vector, and these vector transfer these diseases to the man. This is a zoonosis, and through this human being, suppose the diseases spread within the organism, this is the reverse zoonosis. Coronavirus is such a virus, it is spread via the bat and it affect on our whole entire human community. This is the zoonotic diseases. So here is the zoonotic inflammation, salmonellosis, West Nile virus, plague, then emerging coronavirus, then such type of the rabies and brucellosis, Lyme diseases. All these are the diseases spread via the animals toward the human community. This is the conflict in between the human and the animals. When you just see in Maharashtra or Karnataka boundary, the elephants, they just induce inside of the fields, having nothing but the sugarcane fields. So why they are coming over there? Because they does not having a food material, enough amount of the food material within their habitat. That's why they just came inside of that human area where the fields are there, and due to that human get threatened by the animals, and animal also get threatened by the human beings, and the conflicts begins. So this is also the picture showing the panther. It is just coming over the human territory, and these are the pictures showing that how these animals and the human being, they are fight with each other, because we are the responsible for that. We are the responsible for all these things. We as a human being, we want to development, and for that development, we cut down their forest. The habitat, those actually it is nothing but the protected area for the all these animals. They are over there, they are living over there, and because they lost their habitat, they lost their food material, they lost their shelter, and due to that they just come toward the area where the human settlement is there. This is about the conflicts. Then what actually the techniques we use to just census or the measure, or we want to calculate how many animals are there, the number of particular animal within that area, we just want to count them. For that purpose there are the several techniques we invented. First is the line transit census and the track survey. When you just see this picture, then this is a track or the mark. This is a path actually, and when you just go through this path and just see the what actually the animals are present, both side of this track, and we count the animals. Then the capture mark and the recapture method. Suppose we capture any animal here is the particular type of the fish. Then the scientists they just tag on that particular fish, and then again they just uh, to just they just these animals they are tracked by this, okay, capture and recapture, again they capture and recapture. This is method very effectively, okay, the census, okay. Then the wildlife ratio and the telemetry, wildlife ratio and the telemetry, this is the uh, uh, it is actually the antenna, this is a receiver. And suppose we track these fish, okay, especially this instrument, it is used in both areas, in land and also in the water. Suppose this fish is we released again by the tagging, okay, there is a collar, certain type of the instrument we just fixed on its, just suppose the gill or the fins, okay, and we want to track these animals within its area, okay, we easily get its transmissions or the waves with this antenna or this radio telemetry instrument, okay. This radio telemetry instrument we used for the, especially for the endangered species, those are now going to be extinct, or very few number of the animals are now present within that area, okay. For that purpose the scientists use this radio telemetry to count or the to just census that particular animal. These are the some protection acts from which we just convey the message to our generation or the human being that these animals they are now their number is going to be very decline, and if suppose we are not going to protect them, then they will become the extinct, just like the dinosaur, okay. So many animals and so many plants nowadays they become the extinct, and now in this period, okay, this act is very effectively implemented by the central government of India, and this act is established in 1972, and within this act, okay, this this within this act we have all this type of the schedules, okay, schedule first, schedule second, and such type of the schedules we have. Actually seven schedules are there, okay. Each and every schedule having a particular type of the organisms, what the number of that particular organism is there, okay. And this is the act which actually the protect our wildlife. Thank you very much.